Hello, I'm Cher, the Shadow Walker, and I'm taking a look at the past 48 hours for cryptid sightings in central Canada and the northeast United States. I'm starting with Quebec. And a dogman sighting in Parducep on April 9th at 10:40 p.m. A large bipedal canine silhouette was seen standing near the waterfall trail, and it was on the regional sighting board. And Screamer in James Bay region at 1:20 a.m. on April 10th, and they just high vocalizations heard, and it was reported to the Quebec digital scanners. And a Bigfoot in the Chickasha Mountains in the Gaspésie region on April 8th at 11:55 p.m. Deep wood knocks and heavy bipedal crashing near a logging road, and that was on the local community scanner. And a hellhound in the outskirts of Quebec City on April 9th at 2:15 a.m. A large black canine with red eyes crossed Highway 40, and it was reported to a private paranormal group. In Ontario, in the past 48 hours, roughly, a Bigfoot sighting in the Thamesville, Dresden corridor area, April 9th in the morning. It was said that it was standing approximately 8 feet tall, cinnamon in color, and they got footprints and they had wood knocks, and it's on the Bigfoot mapping project. And apparently it's on CTV too. And a Bigfoot in the Durham region on April 9th in the daytime. A large bipedal figure moving through the brush, unsettling silence before the sighting, and it's on the Bigfoot mapping project. And a Bigfoot in Smooth Rock Falls. I think I have a friend up there. April 10th at 1:45 in the morning, high-pitched screaming, heavy breathing near a residential tree line. And it was in the community log for that area. And in New Hampshire, in the White Mountains, in the Mount Washington area, April 10th at 2:40 a.m., there was vocalizations picked up, and they were also picked up on the regional weather station audio, and so that's where that was reported by. And a moth mound in Portsmouth near Isles of Shoals at 9:15 p.m. on April 9th, a massive winged humanoid seen gliding towards the coast. Static reported on the radios, and it was on the community sighting board. And a hellhound in the Pine Hills area, cemetery area specifically, April 9th at 12:10 a.m. A large, shadowy black dog with red eyes seen near the perimeter wall of the cemetery. And it was reported to the local paranormal group. Now we're taking a look at Vermont, and apparently there's been a lot in the Green Mountain National Forest sightings in the last 48 hours and vocalizations heard, and near Lake Champlain on the coast. So, in the Green Mountains National Forest near Ripton, April 9th at 10:30 p.m., deep vibrating whoops, vocalizations, and heavy movement in the steep terrain, and that was reported on the Vermont Bigfoot researchers. And a screamer at Lake Champlain near Button Bay at April 10th at 2:40 a.m. in the morning, and that's high-pitched shrieks, and it was reported on the local scanners. There was a hellhound in Bennington in the outskirts on April 8th at 11:50 p.m. Massive black canine with glowing red orbs for eyes seen near the trail, and it was reported on the local community board. And in the Pennsylvania state, in the past 48 hours, dogman and mothman style vocalizations, particularly in the Appalachian corridor and the Lehigh Valley area. So a dogman in the state forest there, Michaud State Forest, April 9th at 10:45 p.m., a massive bipedal wolf-like figure seen standing near the gated service road, and it was reported to the Cryptid Zoology. And the vocalization screamer in Lehigh Valley area near Easton, April 10th at 2:10 a.m. So what they heard was high screams that went on for about 15 minutes, stopped, and then started again for at least approximately another 10, they say. And that was on a digital scanner log. And a hellhound in 84 PA, I 70, April 8th at 11:50 p.m. A shadowy black canine with red eyes seen near the old Avalon Motorhome Inn site. And they reported it on the community watch board. And for a lot of these areas that I've been going over so far, I have not seen any more spider humanoids, so I don't know what's up with them. In New York State, in the past 48 hours, in the upper state corridors seems to be the concentration there, just like in Ontario. There's certain pockets where they're becoming more predominant. And a Bigfoot in the Whitehall area, mountainous terrain. April 9th at 11:20, large bipedal figure seen standing near the ridge line. Distinct heavy whistling reported. It was reported to the Whitehall Sasquatch Research, and there was vocalizations in the Adirondacks in the high peaks. April 10th at 2:10 a.m., and they said it sustained 4.6 megahertz of a metallic vocalization, and it was picked up on the scanners. And a hellhound in the Pine Brush Back Road area on April 8th at 12:45 a.m., a black canine with red shining eyes standing motionless in the center of the road. And it was reported to the community digital scanner. And a dog man in Finger Lake, and this is in the Seneca Lake area, April 9th at 3:30 a.m., one person saw a wolf-like entity seen standing upright near the edge of the water, and they reported it to the private paranormal group. In Michigan, in the last 48 hours, in the Thamesville, Chatham, Kent, near the Michigan-Ontario border, April 9th at 6:30 a.m., multiple residents witnessed a large 8-foot tall being with cinnamon hair, and it was seen moving through the wooded area near the community. And it's on the Bigfoot mapping project. And on April 8th, late at night, a Bigfoot in the southern Michigan-Ohio border, two witnesses reported seeing a dark furred bipedal figure crossing the rural road near the state line, and it was on the social media / independent researchers. And a dog man in northwest Lower Peninsula, Wexford, Manistee area at dusk on April 9th, one person. A large canine standing on two legs near the tree line. The creature retreated when spotted, and it was reported to the Dog Man Project. And apparently, right now, between Michigan and Ontario, southwestern Ontario, in the Thamesville, Dresden area, and northern Ohio, both of which are directly adjacent to Michigan, investigators have noted there has been sightings. There hasn't been this many sightings since the 1970s. I didn't even know they were having sightings in the 1970s, but so there's been a lot of sightings. And what they're saying is with Dogman, it appears to cycle every 10 years, ending at the 7 mark. So it's expected to peak again in 2027. I don't know. I don't go by that. And I know they've done a lot of research, but I go by urban sprawl. And the more you push out into the forest, the more you're going to get a reaction. So thank you so much for listening. I greatly appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and have a safe, wonderful weekend. Thank you. Bye.